For us, it's all about just building the best product for our customers. I don't really care where the value accrues. We went from being a frontier lab, doing mostly research, to becoming a product-focused company. Still very much with R&D as a core part of what we do. But the way we built the company was very much around, building an actual product that you can go in and use as a customer. But I would say a couple of years ago, we kind of changed a little bit our mindset again to be like a very customer-focused company. For us, it's all about just building the best product for our customers. I don't really care where the value accrues, to some extent at least. Like, I don't need to be a company that owns AI models, and that's like when people look at our company, that's the thing that's like the most valuable.
How do you see the difference between we have to shift completely around this technology versus this is noise and distraction? Because presumably there have been lots of things that you could have pivoted the company around that you've said, we're going to let that one slide. For me, it's just always are you actually doing something that delivers utility, not just novelty, which I think is a very real thing in AI today. But if all you're doing is just building things to go viral, then at some point you're going to hit a wall because, at some point people are not going to think your thing is novel or fun anymore. You need to be able to back it up with an actual real product. I think the winning companies are the ones that do both of those things. And I think that's one of the things I liked about you guys. Do you think that one of the advantages of being in Europe is that you don't go down that route, that substance is better than fleeting value?
Yeah, I think there's for sure I think European companies generally gets evaluated differently than a company in the Bay Area, for good and for bad. But I think it kind of forces you to build more of an actual business as opposed to a vehicle to raise VC money for long enough that you hopefully can build a business, which is often the playbook in the US, right? And that's not to hate on it because it is a system that does work. But I think in Europe we are more focused on building an actual business, and I think it's also just part of European DNA. When a US founder goes into a room with a VC, whatever they say, they'll discount it by 30%, right? The problem is if you do that with a European founder, it's not really going to work because they've already discounted 50% of what they actually might hit because we're way more conservative. So I think it's evening out more now, especially if you're a high growth company. But there's definitely still a big difference in mentality and therefore also investing thesis.
Guys, let's give Victor a massive round of applause. Thank you so much for doing it.